Cox Show
on the Buzzard.
WMMS.
$35192. Want to send a text? People calling me AC Arugula arguer. No, listen. Do whatever you want to do, right? God bless you. Live your life. Be happy.
What does the sound a car horn? What does the sound a car horn makes have to do with what we are arguing about?
Arugula. I don't know, because that's what they said. That's all they said. Alan, the point is, the reason that they sell salad at pizza places is because ranch goes great with both.
Oh, yeah.
It's Joe in Akron. Well, I'm not a ranch guy. That's just me.
I miss ranch.
Just me. It's not worth the diarrhea?
No. Ranch is...
Ranch is brutal on you?
Ranch is brutal. They have some, it's just not the same. There's some things that you just can't remake. You know what I brought with my lunch today? A friggin' coconut-based yogurt, and it's one of the grossest things I've ever eaten.
Yeah, man, I'm not down with...
so gross.
I'm not down with coconut water. I'm not down with, coconut... I don't know. And I love coconut.
Me too.
Yeah.
And coconut ice cream I like a lot, too, because
That's pretty
I like...
good, yeah.
I like the flavor of coconut.
Yep.
But this, it's I think the brand is so delicious. I've never had it before, and I enjoy yogurt, but it's you can't get that same consistency if you're not using dairy. And that's the same thing with ranch or sour cream or cream cheese, any of those dairy alternative where they use coconut or cashew or whatever.
They're taking their liberties with it.
Really gross. Like this one, it's like a sour, milky, it's so bad. But I bought it and I don't want to just throw it away. So I'm going to try to force myself to eat it in the next break. But
Hey, Dan.
Yep.
What's up?
I just wanted to let Mary know that I work at Marco's in Medina, and we have a dining room.
Okay, I'm wrong. You all win.
And we have plenty of salads also.
There you go. Alan's wrong, too.
No. I believe you. Again, I see this. It was never about not believing salads exist. What am I, Mike Clevenger? But the point is, I was always curious. What do you think salads come from? Bill Forests. I was just curious how that got to be a combo. You guys move a lot of salads, Dan?
We do.
Yeah. Well, there you go. People go, hey, pizza, get an antipasti, whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, thank you, Dan. I appreciate it. There's Dan working at a Marco's in Medina, straight from the horse's mouth. There's a, our boss, Rob Anthony, is from Rhode Island, born and raised. And so I don't know if this guy was one of his representatives or not. We have a couple people actually here. He's new to Northeast Ohio. We have a couple of people who have been here a long time, but they're Rhode Island natives. And there's a councilman who was arrested. Have you seen this video where the cop walking up on a car that just parked there, and it's this city councilman asleep?
Yes,
with
I've
a pipe?
seen it. He's
You
got
see
a
that?
crack pipe in his hand.
Coke
Yeah.
and fentanyl.
Wow.
And Cranston City Councilman Matthew Riley was picked up. And the body cam footage is, and these guys always do the same thing too. They're like, hey, you know who I am? You think you could let it go? A young guy. This dude's like 41. He was passed out in the driver's seat, and the officer told him, hey, you have a crack pipe in your hands.
You've taken in some fentanyl, Matt, and that's we've got to make sure you may not feel it right now, but God forbid something happens to you. We'd feel terrible about that, you know?
1 second.
I mean, there's more drugs on the scene.
I love the Rhode Island
accent,
Boston. I
yeah.
love it. It'd be something terrible, something like that
You
happening.
hate to see it.
Yeah, it makes it seem like it's a joke.
Martin Luther King Jr.
I love it.
So they found him with cocaine and fentanyl, arrested on, a Republican. Anywho, they arrested him after a passerby tipped police off. They thought a guy was having a medical episode in his car, and he was.
Sort of.
It just involved
self-induced
fentanyl and crack cocaine. Boy, these politicians, they go right for the crack.
They can afford it.
On a city councilman's? Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know how expensive crack is, but...
It's not that it's expensive. It's just how often you want to do it. You know what I mean? Like one time's not going to break the bank, but it's the fact that you want to do it every half hour.
I guess so. Here, let me show you this here. This. Body cam.
You got anything in your pants or anything? Nothing in there?
I mean, just
You got nothing in your pants.
You got anything in your
Yeah,
pants?
your pants there. You get crack pipe.
wallet. Give me
No, you got anything on you?
No,
Anything
no,
in your pants
nothing,
or
no.
anything?
I mean, it does suck for the guy. I mean, listen.
Well, don't
He's
smoke
doing
crack.
I agree. I agree.
It
I'm
sucks
just saying.
for the guy. If you
He
smoke
wasn't.
crack, find out.
No, I get it. I understand. I'm just saying these people. Mary, you're an addict.
I am.
You can
That
sympathize.
doesn't even want to shoot heroin to her veins because she's too scared.
Listen.
Hey, listen, good for you. If that's
I might
what.
get an air bubble and die.
But,
Yeah.
okay,
It's not
listen.
worth the high. You talk about things being worth the diarrhea. You know it's not worth the high? Maybe dying.
But also, there
You
are a
haven't
lot
tried
of.
heroin yet. It's amazing.
But there are a lot of people, and you can smoke H, but there are a lot of people who shooting drugs keeps them from doing them.
Yeah.
They're like, I don't like needles, and that's what's kept me. So listen, whatever keeps you away from it, I
You
guess.
should be applauding me. I have had, thank you. What's the stuff they give you that's like heroin? I think it starts with an M at the hospital. It's real.
Mozzarella.
Morphine. Yes,
Mozzarella.
mozzarella.
You get the right mozzarella. It's like heroin.
Morphine. I've had that. I like that.
Yeah,
And that's why it needs to be
stuff's
administered by a professional.
Yeah, because people get addicted to morphine too.
Yeah. They're like, your mouth is going to taste funny, your body's going to feel warm. And then for the next 2 hours, like, this is the best day of my life.
Yeah. Don't tell me how my mouth tastes.
I actually had, the time I had morphine, I've only had it once, I had gotten bitten by a cat. This is in like 2014. I was super drunk, and my friend was like, yo, that cat's mean. Don't mess with that cat. And I was like, I'm a cat whisperer. You've never even met me. And sure enough, the mean cat bit me.
Oh.
But because our friend was in from out of town, we're on a weekend bender, I didn't go to the hospital for it for like 4 days. And I was hammered, and it was super, super infected. My hand looked like a grapefruit. It was huge and discolored. It was so nasty. And I went to the ER. I was in so much pain, like I couldn't move any of my fingers. So they gave me morphine, and then I had to go in for every day for a week and get IV antibiotics. That's how bad the infection was. Because I let it go after
Oof.
4 days. Because cat mouths are like one of the most disgusting things. Like that's why it's called cat bite fever, like or cat scratch fever or whatever. Because you can get really, really sick from it. But that's the time I had morphine. And what was funny is that as soon as the morphine kicked in, I looked at my hand and I went to go start moving my fingers. And the lady was like, no. You're still in pain. Just because you can't feel it doesn't mean it's not there anymore. But I do like morphine.
Said Mary Santora. Tom Hanks is a good actor, and I do love morphine.
Big fan of the morphine.
Tell you that. I got some sperm news here. Sperm news. Oh, so much sperm news today. I love it. An OnlyFans model in Australia claims that her top contributor was her stepdad. And that her mom found out and kicked his ass out of the house.
I mean,
Not even like he was subscribed, but he was the
Paying-
biggest fan.
I
Paying
spent
for
thousands
messages,
of dollars. She said that her number one fan turned out to be her stepdad. She was curious who was spending thousands of dollars. This is not a guy that her mom recently married. She has known her stepdad since she was 11.
oh my God.
And
This is so
I'm going to throw up.
so uncomfortable.
now the worst part, as you'll soon find out, is the accent. Nothing else in this story pales to the awful, awful dread induced by the Australian accent.
When I first started my website, I had this customer who was my number one customer, bought every single thing that I sent him, and she also had a very specific username on the website. And I had someone
Not
view
your
my TikTok
stepdad.
page with the exact same
It's
username,
not Dave.
and
Not Charlie at...
underneath that, it said from your contacts. I narrowed it down to 6 people, and one of them was my stepdad. I went with my gut feeling, and I messaged the website account, and I said, I know who this is, and within 2 minutes got a text from my stepdad saying, hey, Tay, can we talk?
Oh, God, can we talk?
No, we cannot.
So wait,
But this is like the kind of porn that's the most popular porn online is stepdad porn.
Well,
Or
stepdad, stepmom,
porn.
stepbrother,
Step
like
porn. Yep.
dude, what would you do?
Well,
Wait,
nothing.
that's like-
He's paid you thousands of dollars.
Oh, you're keeping the money, but like you ruined a family. And it's, you know what though? I would rather this happen than him have done something to her when she was a kid. You know,
Well, yeah, this is
best
better,
case
but
scenario.
not-
Better
but
case
not
scenario.
I think there's a better case scenario. I think the best case
Listen.
scenario is he doesn't ever subscribe to her.
But I'm saying if we're
But
talking
if
in
we're
the
talking
realm of
creepness,
yeah,
He was ordering custom videos and spending thousands of dollars on
boy.
them.
and I'm sorry. Did he not have a fake email or a fake?
no, he had his account attached to her phone, and it
Showed up in her contacts.
showed up in her contacts.
But I don't. But that's stupid on his part. He'd be more like.
Oh, it's all stupid on
he
his
wanted
part.
to get caught.
yeah, he probably did because he's like, what if she feels the same way or something?
Mhm.
Some sick, twisted. I took care of you. Blah, blah.
She said that her stepdad denied all of it, but of course, my mom got rid of him straight away.
Yeah.
But if you want to talk about family trauma, my stepdad watched me have sex with my partner for 2 months.
Well, that's like people have asked me where they're like, when you sell pictures of your feet to these guys, do you know who they are? And I was like, no, and I never want to. Not that I don't have any stepdads, so that helps. But like, I would feel if there's someone at work or something like that where it's like, you know what, keep it. This one guy who gives me a lot of money, he was like, can I send you a picture of myself? And I was like, no, because I don't want to know who you are. I don't want to accidentally see you in public.
Yeah, but
I
the
don't
wild
want...
thing with this situation is the guy's like one room over.
I know.
You're living in
Yeah.
the house with your stepdad
That's what
and
I
your
mean,
mom.
is that the anonymity of it is part of what I think makes women feel safe.
Right.
I can do this because the chances of me running into these people or me having to meet them or whatever it is very low.
That's why Poundcake said if he was doing it, I mean, tattoos aside, it would be from the neck down. Isn't that what you said? Neck
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, it would be neck down because all my tattoos are like waist up, but it still like you deal with. Oh, you know, I might not have anyone in my family that will view this, but my family, I have in-laws that will definitely like watch or like the friends of friends. Once word gets out, because if I were to do a OnlyFans or something like that, I would tell my family members. I'm not going to do it in secret. I'm like, listen, prepare yourselves. My mom's friends at work would know.
Yeah, you
So,
got to go all out.
I don't want to embarrass my family, and one way I would embarrass them would be not telling them. So I'm like, listen, brace yourselves. You might hear some things from your friends, and that's something that I would have to deal with. So I know going into it, everyone's going to see this, or they'll at least hear of it.
She said that her stepdad would ask to see the underwear that she was wearing every day and take photos in the bathroom while she was at work. He also requested that I would... He requested that when I was filming solo content at home, that I would not do it in the bathroom or the shower. She clarified that these were places that her stepdad had access to. This guy thought he was on OnlyFans. Because the stepdad and she's... Because, yeah, that's pretty wild.
Okay, well, how would you feel? What if it... Now, here's another creepy scenario. What if it was like your best friend's dad? Like, not related to her.
It's still creepy. That's
That's
what I mean
still
about
very
it being
creepy, yeah.
about it being
Wait,
anonymous.
he's doing the OnlyFans and I'm subscribing, or vice
No,
versa? Oh, because he can take all
like
my
if it
money.
was Mary's best girlfriend, what if it was like her dad? Like, again,
I won't look at Mary's sister's OnlyFans.
Yeah, I've never looked either.
I know some of my friends subscribe to her. And it's one of those things.
Does
I'm
that
like,
bother
it is-
you?
It doesn't bother me, but it's like you're gonna have to see her at some point if that makes you feel weird, you know?
And your
She
sister...
has people at her work that subscribe to her.
But you know that going in.
That's
You
what I'm
know what I
saying. You have
mean?
to know. You have to have that type of mentality. Like, yep, I do OnlyFans. This is what I do. Be very upfront with it. And I feel like that is your layer of protection because you know what you're getting into when you start. Other people can't be surprised. But like, yes, you're gonna see pole and hole. Like if you look at my OnlyFans.
Well, weird things online with the ladies are always obviously sexual in nature. There's a woman who is 28 years old named Rebecca Blue who sells all kinds of
Thursday.
things. Gotta get down on Thursday. Fridays are for Rebecca Black. Thank you very much.
Thursdays are for Rebecca Blue.
Rebecca Blue sells anything she wants. I'll let her tell you about it here.
28 years old. I live in North Carolina, and I'm a professional goddess. Selling weird things on the internet, in the past 10 years, I have netted over $1 million.
Sheesh.
But I didn't go to school. I have no degree.
What?
I was
She's crazy
a
hot.
exotic dancer when I was 18.
That's how you know she didn't go to school, Bill, because it would be, I was an exotic dancer.
Uh-huh.
Look at her neck.
Then I
tats.
transitioned into a webcam model while also starting a side business selling clothing and accessories on the internet. There's a guy in his basement who wants to buy trash from a
Look at that. Did you see what that was? She sold toenails.
Good for her.
Is that what that was?
Yeah, toenail, or like dead foot skin.
Dude,
didn't know
people
what
like,
that
do you
was.
It's dead
understand?
foot skin. She sells everything over
I
there.
had one guy ask me to ask the pedicure lady to keep
save
the
it.
foot shavings.
The shavings.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
It was too late, but I was like, bro,
Next
thousands
time.
of dollars. You're out of your mind.
who wants to buy trash from a goddess like myself. Maybe he's interested in what I've touched. Maybe he wants to touch it too.
God damn, you girls have it good.
Wait, can you pull her up on the screen again?
All you have to do is decide you want to do this, and you're just printing money.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there's a worship aspect to it. A lot of it is based on worship play, and I
She's
feel
putting a bunch of like garbage and crap in her shoes, right?
like people who bid on celebrities' items.
Take the hair out of your brush and put it in your
Goodwill,
shoes.
it's a very similar sensation. So
That's
whether
just-
it's sexual or not is completely up.
Sexual or not,
Yeah.
whether it's sexual or not, maybe they want to have a platonic relationship with my foot.
Do you think that stepdad was in a sexual relationship? He just liked to support her.
You support everything you do. I
No.
just think you're great.
I don't watch any. I just want to make sure you have some money.
Make sure you're good, so you better
And
than an allowance.
finally, in sperm news, the story of the woman who quit medical school to sell her spit.
Dude, you can make money, man.
This is a girl who first of all, I called.
Would you sell spit?
I sold a video of me spitting. Not even my face. Like literally just the spit dropping it into the cup. My face wasn't even in it.
Yeah, I call bull. I'll show you the picture on the live stream. I call bull shrimp on this because there's no way that is spit. So she's telling people that it is and giving them something else. But she said this is a British girl, and she said that she was earning thousands of dollars a week by selling her own spit. Started as a fluke, but now I've been doing it for 4 years.
What is wrong with men? We are
disgusting.
We are so gross. We're so gross.
Yeah, but we're paying
I
girls
know.
student loans, and she was able to quit her job at Tesco simply through hawking her saliva and her other bodily effects. Yeah, she was hawking her wares, all right.
Ugh.
Yep.
I'll tell you what. The guy paid a good amount of money to watch me spit in a cup, and he wanted I was in a hotel, so he wanted it like half full. So maybe 2 ounces of spit.
Mm-hmm.
I almost threw up. I don't know if you've ever tried to spit 2 ounces like over and over again. You start like you can't help it.
410.
That's why I call bull shrimp on her.
It took me like
selling all
45
these vials
minutes.
of spit. Yeah, if you want to do one of those 23andMe, it takes you an hour just to get up enough to do. Of course, she's got nothing else to do, I guess. But
yeah,
you want another picture of her, Bill?
Yeah,
check that out.
Yeah, she's
curvy gal.
I mean, like I let her spit on me, but I'm not gonna pay for it.
I'll let you do it for free.
For just the spit.
She said she's also received requests for everything from used bed sheets to sweaty gym clothes and soiled toothbrushes.
If anybody wants to buy any of my spit, let me know.
I don't think that's maybe. It's a pot for every lid, right? Somebody's into it.
She nets about $6,200 a week.
I'll put my face even in it. You can watch it. You can watch that spit leave my lips.
Come to my lug store. Yeah. So anyway, there's your sperm news for today. Sperm news. The sisters are doing it for themselves. You go, you gals. You sell your spit, your dead toe skin, whatever you want to do. Because somebody will pay you for it. And isn't that all what late-stage capitalism is all about?
It is.
I got a break here. I will have Paramore tickets for you. Want to go see Paramore? They're going to do not too far off either, a couple of weeks. I think June 4th is that show at the Romo Fijo with Block Party. So if you dig those bands, I'll hook you up coming back.
This is the Alan Cox Show. Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app or whatever smart device you have. Just tell it to play the Alan Cox Show on iHeartRadio.
From the